Welcome back, Jennifer Lawrence. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
We love you.
Yes, my arm looks fat.
Never.
Oh, God.
I missed you. You know, I haven't seen you in 8 years.
8 years.
It's been 8 years since you've been on the show, which is so many great things have happened. You're married. You have 2 kids.
Yeah.
How's the family? How's everything?
Everybody's good. I mean, I think that everybody's alive, and I'm.
Great to hear.
I'm nervous. I'm very nervous.
Why?
I always get nervous with these things. I think because I've been like watching them since I was little. So it's like a talk show. I watch this. And
no,
so
but
I'm like,
you're good at this. You've done this. You're doing.
not in 8 years.
Oh, stop though. You know what's so funny? I was gonna say every time you do you're doing press now for this movie. Congratulations on it, Die My Love, in theaters Friday. Everything you say kind of gets picked up in the press, and
I'm so annoying.
You are not.
I did an interview where they were like, you know, everybody thought you were annoying, or I said I was annoying. I don't remember how it started, but I was like, yeah, like I was hyper and I was, and I was annoying. And then the internet, the sweet internet, well, I've never said that before, was just like, rushed to my support and was like, "You're not annoying.
You're not.
We never thought you were annoying." But that is annoying because I like weaponized my experience to make everybody like
stick up for me.
not to stick up for me. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so annoying. Like I am annoying and I am okay with that.
Okay.
And I don't want anybody to
Stick up for you.
anything.
Okay, we're not. I don't know how I'm gonna do the rest of this interview. Okay.
Thank you. I'm not gonna say a word.
No, you have to say something. It's me that can't.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Is that type of language going to be in?
Freaking.
Thank you. There's the new film that I saw that you and Cola and Emma Stone.
Oh, Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy. I
Yes.
heard you're working on maybe a possible film about Miss Piggy.
I am. So during
That sounds great.
Thank you. So during lockdown, one of my good friends who's not in the industry was like, it was also kind of around cancel culture. It was like both things were kind of happening at once. We were all locked up in our rooms.
Yep. And getting canceled.
Naughty people were being locked up in prison.
Yes, that's true.
And she was like, Miss Piggy is a feminist icon. And she said, it would be so funny if Miss Piggy got canceled. Now, that is not the plot necessarily, but it got the wheels turning of like, wait,
Your
there
friend
hasn't
is very
actually
funny,
been like a feminist, like a Miss Piggy starring in this movie. So I started kind of producing it, but Emma Stone is the Muppet head. Also, Emma Stone is a shark. I am not. Emma Stone will turn around like in a leather jacket with a cigar and be like, "Hey, kid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a thing or two about Hollywood."
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
just I'm the ideas guy.
Yes, and you go,
So I went to her to be like, "What do we do?"
Yeah, how do we do this? Lead the charge.
So now Cole is writing it. And they're perfect. And yeah.
That is so fun, and you'll be in it as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, I have to be. So
Well-
yes. I mean, I want to be.
All right, so that movie we'll look forward to. But now let's talk about the movie that we can see this Friday, Die My Love. Congratulations on this. This is
you.
based on a book. And how did you hear about this?
Well, I've told the story before, so if
That's
you've
why
heard
I wanted to ask.
I know, but just like fast forward or don't watch it or something. I don't know.
No, I like this story.
Martin Scorsese was like, I read this book in my book club, and I was like, what?
Yes!
That is so sweet. And he was like, I think you would be great in it. And, and then I read it and I didn't get it at first. I mean, it was an incredible role, very, woman under the influence, very Cassavetes.
Yeah.
But it was all told from her perspective. So I kind of couldn't figure out how to crack it as a film, but I didn't want to call Marty and be like, I didn't get it.
Yeah, he's Martin Scorsese, yeah.
Yeah. So then I sat with it for a while, realized, it's not literal, and Lynn Ramsey is somebody who I've always wanted to work with. So basically, she cracked it, and she's a genius.
Boy, she cracked it.
I can't believe I'm still talking.
No, what do you say? You actually, no, stop crying. Stop crying! No, this is fun. You're having fun on a talk show. Stop crying.
Okay.
Yes, trust me, this is fun.
Okay.
Robert Pattinson plays your husband.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that your idea to cast too?
Yeah.
Why not?
No, he's so...
Why not?
Yeah. No, this is actually how you know you're working with like a god auteur. Every single person who was our first choice in casting said yes.
Did it?
Like Sissy Spacek, Nick Nolte, Robert Pattinson, Lakeith. Like it was...
Lakeith Stanfield.
I've never dealt with that as a producer.
What?
I've never dealt with just like, you know, our A+ choice. I have a funny producing story.
Tell.
So in Canada, we speak mostly the same language, but there are like...
I think we do, yeah.
Well, yeah, but like there are certain words that would get confused. So in Canada, they call the trailer your room. And so we call trailers because they're trailers.
Yeah.
And we call our room like the hotel room that we're living in for months.
Yeah.
So when my producing partner got a text from our line producer that was like, these 3 background kids have nowhere to stay. Like, can they use your room? And she's thinking, my hotel room that I live in. Like, 3 kids? What? Is that insurable? Like,
it sounds illegal, yeah.
Yeah, and so she's like, well, geez, I don't know. Like, all my stuff's in there. And the line producer's like getting more and more flabbergasted. He's like, I'll help you move your stuff. And she's like, I don't know. I mean, and then finally he like throws his hands up and he's like, fine, I'll ask Lynn, the director. And we're like, no, don't ask the director to move out of her home.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
we'll figure this out.
It's like this whole back and forth where he thinks we're crazy. We obviously think he's crazy.
Yeah.
And then it was just a misunderstanding.
Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. You're unbelievable. I heard that you and Robert Pattinson had to do like a dance class together to kind of get to know each other. Like an interpretive dance?
Interpretive dance. So the director was like, you know, we actually didn't know each other. I mean, we're like actors, so we've like seen each other, but we did not know each other. And so we got there to Canada a few weeks. At Canada, we had to learn how to speak Canadian. And
it's the same language.
It's really not.
I know.
It's really, I can tell you've never filmed in El Canada.
El Canada.
So anyway, she made us do interpretive dance. It was very embarrassing.
How is he as a dancer?
Better than you. He didn't abandon me. I mean, I'm sure nobody remembers, but...
We danced together.
But we danced together.
Yeah, we had a great time dancing together.
We saw J-Lo. We wanted to dance with her.
We wanted to dance with J-Lo.
Yeah, we were like, let's go ask her to dance.
Yeah.
Dance.
Come on, dance with us.
Why wouldn't she want to dance with us?
Dance with us.
And then we had choreographed a little spin.
That's right.
And then I did the spin. Yeah.
Into J-Lo.
You did start to spin me. Like you spun me, and then we were both gonna go dance with us.
That's correct.
And then I turned around, you were not there.
I spun you and I left.
I think you left the whole party.
I left, I went home.
Yeah. So
I was like, whoa!
So anyway, Rob stayed, and I always knew when he was leaving.
Gosh, you get to call him Rob?
Yeah, sometimes I could even call him Bob.
Bob?
Yeah.
Bob Pattinson.
Bob Pattinson.
I have all saw the internet's going crazy that Katniss and Edward are in a movie together.
Yeah, well, I'm very nervous. No.
Yes, that's right. No. Yes, we want that.
No. Everyone.
Katniss and Edward, and Katniss and Edward, Twilight and Hunger Games.
No.
Yes.
I'm very nervous that people are gonna like sprint to the theater thinking it's like Katniss and Edward fanfic, and it's not. It's like a very like,
it's not.
idiosyncratic, like poetic, like work of art.
It's beautiful, by the way.
No, it is. It's great. But if you're expecting fanfic, you're gonna be really disappointed. And I'm just afraid it's gonna come out and everybody's gonna be mad at me.
Never. I'm gonna read good reviews about you.
My arm. Oh, it looks good.
It's great. This review says...
I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, you're fine with that. Here's some reviews about you.
No.
Please?
No.
No, it's from me. These are reviews that I wrote down.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah. I said, Jennifer Lawrence is astonishing. And I sent it to Vanity Fair. I said, Jennifer Lawrence is a powerhouse. I sent that one to Newsweek.
Oh.
And I said, Lawrence already has a career full of great performances, but this might be her finest work to date, and sent that to NME. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. finest work to date. Not two shabs.
No.
How do we set up the film? And I know it's.
Oh, the clip?
Yes.
Oh, great.
You're good with it.
Oh, yeah, well, the lights will go down. I'll be able to just like, I won't have to suck in. Like, let's do it. This is a clip from my upcoming film, Die My Love. My character is struggling psychologically from postpartum or depression or, you know, I don't know. I didn't ask. And somebody's talking to her and she's like, what?
All right, thank you so much. Here's the, I want to show everyone the clip. It's amazing, actually. Here's Jennifer Lawrence in Die, My Love. Take a look.
Yeah, I am. I have 2 kids, and 2 is a lot, if I'm being honest.
Seems like it.
Doing great. Babies, though. Babies are hard. I don't think anybody talks about that enough.
It's all anyone talks about.
It changes you. I think I nearly lost my mind for the first 6 months.
When do you think you'll be getting it back?
Yeah.
Come on, Jennifer Lawrence, everybody. Die, My Love is in theaters November 7th. Jennifer and I are playing a game after the break. Stick around, everybody.